Over 1 year ago, me and my husband did this DIY driveway, and today I'm going to show you guys how it is holding up. Now, the driveway is pretty long. It has a long curve around the bank section here of our pond, and it goes all the way up to our dome. With the exception of this side section and that beginning portion that I already showed you, the majority of the driveway up here is actually pretty good. So as you walk up here, this was our main concern for the guests. It has a serious curve right here, and then the driveway goes up and on forever. So as we walk up here, I'll point out some of the things that I think we should have thought out a little bit better, or if we were to do this again, I probably would change. So one thing I noticed is we got really bottlenecked here and did not make the driveway as wide as we should have. So right here, I would have liked to take in this asphalt out a little wider, so when you make that spin, you would actually still be on asphalt. If you're not careful, you can kind of go off into this muddy area here. Now, one thing that did surprise me is we put these guardrails in here as water breaks, and they worked perfectly. That is mainly the reason why we don't have a lot of issues with the driveway, like a lot of you probably thought we would, because we put those guardrails in. So when we get that heavy rain coming down the top of the mountain, it kind of just slides off to the side. We don't get a lot of saturation on the driveway, and so it held up surprisingly well. Besides the fact that a lot of our guests was kind of having trouble getting up here in different vehicles, the main reason we needed this road done was because the tiny home was coming. After we did the curb, this was pretty much our real problem area right here, because once you had that momentum off of the curb, this is where it ends up going all the way up to the top of the mountain. And as you guys can see here, this is actually the spot for our tiny home, which we finally got in place. It was pretty crazy getting that up the mountain, but as you can tell, we got it up here, and we're gonna go up the rest of the way so you guys can really see how the entire road worked out for us more than a year later. This portion I'm really proud of, because this is the part that we kind of start to, you know, get the way of things, and it's turned out really well. I'm going to show you guys kind of a side-by-side right now of what this looked like when we were done, and we got so many of you in the comments telling us how lumpy and how ugly the road was. Well, the one thing I'm going to give you advice on if you do this is don't worry about what it looks like when you're done, because driving on it, it only took like a couple passes with the cars for it to start smoothing out. That was one of the things that really shocked me. I thought we were going to have like this indented road forever, but as you can tell, guys, this thing smoothed out really well. We do have a little cracking around the guardrail, and this is the only section on the road that has cracked, with the exception of the beginning portion where we literally just wanted to get rid of the rest of the asphalt. When we put the guardrail in, it was our first guardrail. We were a little scared about how to put this in, so we kind of went a little thin around both sides. We didn't want it to have like a lip above and a lip below it, and so we went really thin around the guardrail when we set this in. So I think that is one of the issues as to why this little area right here started cracking. But as you can tell, I mean, it can't be moved. It does have a little cracks in the road, but it's not crumbled to where it's gonna like come up. So I think this section is gonna be good for another few years to come. If we have any issues, there's a lot of patching systems and things we can work with, but for now, we don't have an issue with this. We have an Airbnb on the other side of the mountain, so this gets usage almost every day, and we did this ourselves. I can't believe it. I'm so proud of us. It wasn't perfect, but this thing smoothed out so much. Like, remember when we first did this, it was like bump, 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 bump. You could see all the little trail marks from the tamper tool, and a lot of you made fun of us. I'm not gonna hold it to you because the road is dang near perfect at this point. A lot of you guys called this out in the comments. You were like, oh, you guys are working too hard with the tamper tool. It looks so ugly. You should have gotten a roller. Well, as you can see, if I don't really catch my balance here, I will roll down the mountain. This thing is really steep in this area. And so we really thought kind of having a roller would just get away with us. Like, we would not be able to control it on here. And I am shocked and surprised that it takes a minute for the road to actually cure. So just with us driving on it, and I promise you, we did not take our cars and just drive back and forth. Just with having bookings the next day or two, and with us driving here to clean it, it literally smoothed the road out itself. Like, I'm gonna do a side-by-side so you guys can really see how jacked up this road was in the beginning. I don't blame you guys for clowning us in the comments because it was jacked up, but I'm here to show you guys that you really don't need a roller, because as you drive on it, it really smooths it out. I didn't expect that. I thought we were gonna have kind of that janky looking road forever, but I was wrong, and so were you guys, because this thing looks pretty good. One thing I will say that I wish we might have done a little different here was go wider at the top. So right here, we start to have to put some gravel because it just wasn't wide enough. Once you come up this mountain, you can't really see where you are until you get past this guardrail right here. And so a lot of guests kind of get scared and they bank to the right of the bank here. One of the things that we did do was put these railroad ties on the side as kind of a barrier, so it kind of forces them to stay on the asphalt. So that was a good thing that we ended up doing. It actually offers another sense of security for the guests too. And we have these railroad ties just kind of lining all the way down the driveway. So this is where we started this project, and this is our worst portion right here in terms of how we laid it. We ended up having to line it with this gravel. I mean, it works. If you go onto the gravel and it's packed, you're gonna have a good day. But sometimes it rains, it gets saturated, and you could spin tires on this right side. So yeah, I would do that a little differently here. Once you make it over to the top of the mountain, you'll see we stopped and we let our gravel take over again. Now, if you didn't catch the video where we laid the gravel and gravel grid before we put the asphalt road in, you definitely need to check that video out. A lot of you may not need asphalt, but underneath this road, we have hundreds of feet of gravel grid and gravel. And so you can kind of see the gravel grid coming in through here. This section is going to need more attention. We're going to have to do a little work on the driveway here, but most of it actually is intact. I'm surprised to see that we need more work on the gravel side than we do on the asphalt side. So this is where the asphalt starts and meets our gravel. And if you look all the way down, you don't see any issues. So I'm here to debunk all the people that said this is not gonna last, it's gonna crack, it's gonna crumble, it's gonna break. We do have a little problem area all the way at the beginning, but it's not even an issue because that is not one of the areas where our guests or we were spinning tires. One thing I will say is plan it out a little better. Once you get the asphalt, it gets really hot, and then you start to sweat and you start to just put it down. I wish we had really planned out where we were gonna put it, because I would have liked to see this asphalt go a little higher up the driveway. Most of this is gravel here, and then it goes up to our dome into our gravel parking lot, which is perfect. We don't have any issues beyond this section right here. All of our guests get here safely and they love it. They love the ample parking. They love that they can turn around up here. We can have multiple vehicles up here, and this part ended up being great. We literally have more problems with our gravel in this section here. But like I said, we don't normally have this issue. We just got tons of rain here. So now we can actually rework this area, take a rake, spread it out, tamper tool this little section here with some gravel, and we'll be fine. This thing turned out well. I'm glad I can show you guys this update. I'm glad that I'm not showing you guys a road that's crumbled. I know that we proved a lot of you guys wrong, but we didn't know what we were doing when we did it, but somehow it worked out. Whoever said that you cannot do a DIY asphalt road with just 2 people and 2 shovels, 2 rakes, and a tamper tool, they lied to you, because we did it and our road looks pretty awesome. I can't be more proud of the work that we've done here. And if you are thinking about doing an asphalt road, go ahead and do it. It's going to last. You do not need heavy machinery. If you haven't seen the video where we did this, there's 2 videos on the channel about the asphalt. There's also a couple videos about laying the road bond before we did that. So definitely check that out before you just go ahead and attack this road. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We have so much videos coming out where we did the geodesic dome, where we did the tiny home, and we have a surprise for you guys. We just bought our second property, and guess what? We're gonna do it again. The entire driveway. The only thing, we don't know if we're gonna go asphalt or if we're going to do concrete pillars. Maybe you guys can help us out in the comments. If you like the asphalt road, go ahead and let us know to do asphalt again. If you think we should go a different route for the second property, which has a 1/4 mile of driveway, go ahead and put in the comments that you would like to see us do the concrete pillars, and then you can decide which one you're gonna do for your property. But if you like this video and you have been informed, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more.